As a child of Palestinian immigrants, 25-year-old Jumana El-Kawasmi created WATAN Studios in an attempt to help keep the Palestinian tradition alive, even while living in America.
WATAN is a Palestinian-American creative arts studio based in Orland Park that's focused on exploring Palestinian cultural, historical, and intellectual heritage.
With unique art, design, and events, El-Kawasmi hopes to inspire Palestinian youth in the Chicagoland area to dig into their cultural identity and distinctive heritage.
The more immediate goal is to explore what Palestinian youth can do in terms of building an institution for ourselves, especially for youth. There's a lot of groups and organizations in the area that tend to be headed by older Palestinians, and they have their certain practices, but for WATAN to be something sort of different from that, created by Palestinian youth, for Palestinian youth, centered around like our experiences, our parents' generations, many of them who are first generation coming here from overseas, or people who have already lived here. Their politics, their experiences are different than ours. Even though my family is Palestinian, my father we always grew up with like the mindset of you need to know your history, and it was very strict, or kind of forced upon you. And as kids would do, you go 180 and you completely deviate from that.
El-Kawasmi rediscovered her love for Palestinian traditions after joining Loyola's chapter of Students for Justice in Palestine.
Because of SJP, I became interested in my history and my heritage. But, being a part of SJP and being Palestinian, you get sort of stifled or frustrated with the fact that you'd be advocating for your cause as a Palestinian from sort of foreigner's stance. So though I'm American, and though tax dollars that come out of our pocket go to oppressing family and friends back in Palestine, you're operating just simply as an American. So I think WATAN really was born out of that frustration, to sort of take agency as a Palestinian in our cause, and to do so in ways that I know. So art has always been a hobby for me. Designing, that's also stuff that's sort of really come up with SJP as well. And so this is it was always some way for me to contribute to the cause in my own way, but also it was a responsibility for myself to keep learning about my heritage and then distill it into pieces.
Although the spaces cater to the Palestinian community, El-Kawasmi says WATAN doors are open to anyone interested in experiencing a little piece of Palestine in Chicago.